everybody, this is Iceman 11A. Guys, one of the games I'm really into is, or have been into, is Trainz. This is the Trainz new era. The problem I've been having with this game related is the railroad crossings. The stoppers is basically the biggest headache I've had with this game. Well, here's a sample that a friend of mine sent me. His name's Peter. He's on the Trainz Forum section. He's one that's been helping me out a lot. The problem I've been having is trying to figure out how to link or connect the roads and the stoppers together, and that's the problem I've been having, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit. But this is Peter's setup right here next to the house. As you can see, it seems to work quite well. Lights are flashing, everything's cool. As soon as it gets past this tower right here, it's going to release the train or release the cars. When it comes here to this next tower, the gates down over here on the other side are going to come down. This is the section that I've been working on. Now, as you can see, that car stopped. This one over here should stop. It all seems to work, but if you can look really close, some of the road is all screwed up. I haven't figured out how to do that or how to fix that. But it took me a little while to figure this out, and I got an idea on how to do it. It seems to work. So let's go back into the edit mode again. Let me bring up the track this time, or the road. Let me make sure I got the road selected. I'm going to go ahead and delete this road out. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and bring this piece back up right to here. Now, what I'm going to do now, instead of connecting this one to this one, I'm going to bring it all the way across over to the other side, and I'm going to connect it right here to this stopper. This is the one that's on the end of the chain. But as you can tell, that road slapped in, and it's connected. I'm going to do the same thing with this road. I'm going to come right up onto the end, right up in the same spot where I had the existing road and slap that in. As you can tell, it is connected, but the problem is that the road's kind of like underground, and I haven't figured out how to bring it up from under the ground. But now if you go into the train section again, and we're going to actually go into the driver's section. Excuse me, boy, too early in the morning for me. But now we go ahead and check this. Go ahead and we get this train running. Okay, when it gets to this first tower, this first section is going to go ahead and it's going to drop those gates down. So let's just give it a minute here. Okay, now the gates should be coming down here because this is where the first trigger is. As you can tell, the traffic stopped perfectly, and this is a good setup. This is a really good setup. Now, when it hits the second tower, the gates are going to go up, and then the cars are going to go. When it hits this third tower, that means it's going to activate this setup. Now, this tower now is where the trigger is. The gates have activated, and it seems to work just fine. The cars are stopping. Everything seems to be going really good. I'm real happy with it, but it's the problem I have is with the road. Now, let me show you guys my actual train set, the set that I'm actually, or the route that I'm actually putting together. Now, this is my set. This is the setup that I'm using and that I'm making. Now, as you can tell, this is the original setup. Now, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to grab this line. I'm going to come here and split this up. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come over here. Actually, why don't I come here? Come here to the first one. Okay, I'm going to snap that into place as you saw. Then I'm going to come over here again, all the way across this time. I'm going to run it right into the same spot I had it before. Now, as you can tell, it all snapped together. So now I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to go ahead and load it in. Now, this is at the actual set that I'm putting together, that I'm going to have. Now, let's try this now. Let's get this train going. Okay, as you can tell, it went perfectly. The gates are coming down. The cars are stopping. It's doing exactly what I want it to do. And it was a little bit easier to do. Now, once this gets past this trigger, which is going to be right up around in here, when the last car comes along, it's going to release those cars. Now, as you can tell, the gates are coming up and the cars are being released. It works just fine. I wanted to thank everybody at the Trainz Forum section for helping me with this. This has been a royal pain in the butt for me, but I'm happy though that I've finally been able to figure out how it works. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.